Hey there, and welcome to Hooked for Life with Mary Beth Temple. In this video we're going to make a 2-color crochet cord because it's lots of fun, and a lot of people say, well, what do I do with it when I'm done? What I did is I used it for bootlaces for my sister's snow boots. So you don't have to make a shoelace out of this, but shoelaces are trending, crochet shoelaces for some reason, and this 2-color cord is lots of fun, so let's jump right in and learn how to make it. I am using 2 different colors of cotton yarn, and this is a DK weight. I hate to tell you that I grabbed this out of my stash and I don't see labels. If it's not Peyton's Grace, it's something very similar to that, but it's a lightweight cotton yarn. My issue with worsted weight is that I think if you do it in the 2-color, it gets a little thick for most shoelaces, but if you're going to use the cord for something else, go ahead and use a worsted weight and an appropriate hook. And I am using a 4.5mm crochet hook with this yarn. Again, your mileage may vary, and it's totally okay to play with materials until you get what you want. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hold these 2 colors together, and I'm going to make a slip knot, and I'm going to put it on my hook. I'm going to put the slip knot on in both colors. So there's my slip knot. I'm going to put it on my hook and tighten it up. Now from here on out, we're working with 1 color at a time. And what I'm doing, because I have been making a lot of videos on this technique, is holding my dark color towards me and my lighter color away. Again, you can do whatever floats your boat. Now, if you're a crocheter, normally when you grab something, you yarn over. You bring the yarn over your hook. For the front pass of this stitch, it's backwards for us, and I have to tell you, I had a heck of a time getting the hang of it. But what you want to do, the easiest way I found to remember is take your hook and put it down in the center. Then bring that front yarn over. So now I have 2 loops on my hook. And now you're going to yarn over like you normally would. It's just like finishing a single crochet. And bring that light yarn. Now for this first stitch, you've got these 3 loops on your hook. You have the 2 that were the 2-color slip knot, and you have just the 1 of the dark. So there's my first stitch, and now I'm all set up to keep going. So down in the center, bring the yarn over, under the back one, bring it through. Down in the center, under the first one, under the back one, bring it through. But I'm telling you that a number of times that I wanted to yarn over that front color, and it just doesn't work like that. Now I have done short videos on this topic, and people complain to me that I let the yarn go, and wouldn't it be faster if I did it a different way? I tension my yarn oddly. I tension like I'm knitting English because I learned to knit long before I learned to crochet. So now I'm trying to do it the way that's more common for you guys, and I'm making it look even harder. So my point is, there was a point, you can tension the yarn the way you normally would when you're stitching, and it will work just fine. So down in the center, under that front one, and then under the back one for back to front, like a normal yarn over, like you're making a single crochet. Pull that all the way through. Now when you're done, what you're going to do is cut both colors and bring both colors through the loop and give it a tug. So here's what the cord looks like. I'm going to stop the camera so I can get a little closer. Stand by. Here is what it looks like in the direction that I was working. There's my dark color on the border on the bottom. And there's my light color on the top. Now that looks a lot like the top of a regular crochet stitch. So if I wanted to use this for a foundation row, I could go ahead and just chain in those stitches and have this kind of cool edging. Now if you look on the other side, it looks a lot like knitting. It looks like garter stitch. It looks like you have cast on in garter stitch in one color and bound off in the other. It does that little uppy downy thing that garter stitch does. So it's a pretty cool cord. You can use it for a lot of things. You could use it for like hair clips or what have you. But I really like it as the shoelaces. The other question I get asked a lot is how did I get it in the shoelaces, because it's kind of soft on the end. So before I wove in my ends, what I did is I got a giant fat tapestry needle and I threaded my yarn on there, and I used the tapestry needle to go in and out of the holes on the boot to pull it through. After that, I wove my ends in. Now, I did not like weaving the ends in. I think you can still see them a little bit. I think moving forward, depending on the shoe and the look, I might add some additional strands there and knot it off and cut it and make a little tassel, because then those ends would work right into the piece and I wouldn't have to weave them in and I wouldn't see them elsewhere. So that's all there is to these crochet 2-color cords. Let me know what you do with them, because I think they're kind of cool. And please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again here real soon. Bye-bye.